and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of Shoestring Acres, where austerity and nature collide. Today, I'm going to be, let me just back up. I'm Jewish. My Sabbath starts sundown Friday to sundown Saturday, and on it we don't do any work of any kind. And so today I am making food to last us 24 hours. Okay, so today we're making chicken. Why should I do that? Chicken fried chicken. Okay, so let's have a sip of the cappuccino. And let us begin. Okay, so in a bowl, I put 2 cups of flour, okay? Please, if you think this is one of those channels with, you know, the blonde Barbie girl and it's all organised and everything, this might not be for you. This is me. But, you know, hang out, because I do get it done my way. Okay, so 2 cups of just plain flour. No self-rising flour or anything. Okay, add 1 tablespoon of onion powder. Sprinkle it in. There you go. And I do... I do, yeah, about a teaspoon of salt. But if you like more, put more. There's no judgment. Okay, we've all got different taste buds. Now, I use 2 types of pepper. So I'm going to use, what is this? 1/4 of a teaspoon. We use 1/4 of a teaspoon. And all these instructions are going to be in the little description box below. So we use 1/4 of a teaspoon of black pepper. Now, this is the stuff I like, the real pepper. So just grind. This is taking such a while, nothing's coming out. Oh, here it is. Yeah, so just grind, I don't know, till you look at the flour and you think, yeah, I can handle that amount of pepper on my chicken. But this is, you know, this is chicken fried chicken. And it really should have some kind of little mild kick to it. So there we go. Right. So then you get a whisk, okay, and you whisk it together. And after I've done that, I will be back. Right, I'm back. So I mix that together. The next is now we're going to pound our chicken. I'm using 4 chicken breasts, okay? Get yourself some cling wrap. Because this is Shoestring Acres, something was delivered to me in this. I just gave it a little wipe over and I'm going to bang my chicken. I'm going to pound my chicken. I'm going to beat my chicken breast with this over it. Oh gosh, stop. To do this, I forgot to tell you, you'll need one of these bangy, poundy hammer things. Use this bit, okay? I think it's called meat tenderizer. I'm not too sure. But okay, so what I'm going to do, just move the camera down, okay? And I'm just going to bang. Okay, so keep on going to, it's just thin. It's not, you don't want it like tissue paper, okay? You just want to bang it flat, okay? So, yeah, I did them till they're about kind of that thick. Okay, can you see? They're not paper thin, but they're not that great big kind of bulbous, thick breast. Okay, so, be back in a sec. When you bang the chicken breasts, okay, sometimes things, you know, fall off. And I think, oops, there's nothing wrong with this. Look at it. I can still cover that with some of my seasoning and, you know, you can eat it. you know. So I call this like the cook's perk. It's the secret perk. Okay, because you cooks out there, you know what you're like. And Gordon Ramsay says you've always got to taste your food, madam, before you put it out. So there you go. All right. Okay. Okay, so now you're going to take your chicken breast and you're going to have your mixture here that you made earlier on. And you're just going to dip it and coat it. You don't need to dip your chicken in an egg or anything before. You are just coating your chicken breast liberally, okay, like so, dredging it in your mixture, okay, and keep doing that until you've done all your breasts and your tenderloins. If you have any tenderloiny, scraggly chicken bits. Okay, so you do that, okay, and you just coat them and they should look something like this. And now you're going to have, let me just tell you, this is normal. You will be using this. You will not be wasting this. This is going to be part of your country gravy, okay. But now you're going to take it over to the stove and I'm going to show you how to fry this in butter to the desired doneness. Really good cookery terminology you get with me, doneness, yeah. And then after you've done that, I'm going to show you how to make the gravy, the country gravy. Okay, so this was about 2 tablespoons of butter. You can use a little bit more. And just get your favourite frying pan out. Excuse my stove, there's flour everywhere. This is a mess. What can I say? I'm a messy cook. And just, put the heat on, I don't know, put it up to, on my thing, I'm going to do it about 6. But all stoves are different, so find your comfort zone on your stove. But you want it to be that you're cooking it, but you're not burning it. So don't have it turned up to high, okay? I'm probably only going to be able to put in 2 breasts and some of the scraggly bits. You don't want to crowd the pan, okay? And if you don't hear it sizzling a little bit, turn up the stove, okay? I just turned mine up to 7 because I think we could be having a little bit more sizzle. Now I just flip them over, probably a little bit too early, but I'm going to flip them back over. It doesn't matter. Now remember that these have been pounded down, so they are going to cook a lot faster than a traditional unpounded chicken breast. So bear that in mind, because you do not want dry chicken breast. It's kind of chicken breast isn't my favorite kind of piece, cut from the chicken, but it's the biggest one generally, isn't it? And you've got to use it. Right, so I'm going to flip these over. Okay, so I flip them over and they're cooking away again. I was a bit worried because, the cackling sound ramped up, but don't panic. Again, so keep on flipping them over until they get browner, and you will need to cut them in the middle and check. This is really important that there's no pink in there, because you can get really sick. Please excuse my kitchen. Okay, so I just turned this down to medium, okay, because they're brown to the desired level of brownness, but they're probably still not cooked in the middle, so I didn't want to burn them. In fact, I might just turn them down perhaps to about 3, okay? Okay, so I just checked and it's done, and the tenderloins are definitely done. So I'm just going to turn the stove down to low. So this is my favourite bit, okay, where I get to taste. Now what I did was I just sprinkled just a little bit more salt, because I'm a salt head. I really like my salt. But if you have any, you know, medical problems and you're on a low sodium diet, don't do the salt, okay? Or use, you know, some of the other stuff. But this is the taste test. Oh my God. I can't help it. I love food. Help me. Okay. Okay, so we're at the stage now where we're going to make our gravy. Okay, let me flip the camera. Okay, so in here is some of the, you know, that I used to cook the chicken in. So we're gonna heat that up, and we're also gonna add in to that a couple of tablespoons of butter, and we're gonna just, you know, melt that with the heat and stir that around with the spatula. Really sorry that this is not a high-end professional video like you get on YouTube, but there you go. I'm just a beginner. Okay, so you melt that in nicely. Come on, last bit of butter. Melt. Okay, lower the heat down a little bit to medium, and you're going to add in, remember your leftover, you're going to add in about a third, I don't know, maybe even half a cup of your leftover flour that you cooked your chicken in, okay? And you're also going to add in some milk, okay? I've got about 3 cups here, and you're just going to keep on stirring this, okay, over a medium heat. Just keep on going. All of these lumps will eventually disappear. Okay, so I'm just going to pause the camera and then come back. Okay, so I cooked it for a few minutes. I actually turned up the heat a little bit to about 7. Okay, bearing in mind that you do need to kind of melt in your flour. If for some reason you have some lumps, just put it through a mesh sieve. Okay, now you're going to add in some cracked pepper. So I added in some fresh cracked pepper, and I like a little bit of salt, so I added some in there. But again, you know, if you've got problems with sodium and high blood pressure and everything, follow your doctor's orders. And so there you have it. It was really simple to make, and if you have any leftover flour, which you will from where you dipped your chicken, you can just put it in an airtight container and make some more. So you can serve that with, I'm gonna peel some potatoes, make some wedges, and I've just got some frozen vegetables in the freezer, and I'm just going to, you know the peas, corn, and whatever. You can have whatever you want with it. You know, it's your meal. You do it to your taste buds, but that's what we'll be having with it. Okay. So yeah. So thanks for hanging out with me today and watching me cook. Um, I hope you have a great weekend, and you know, hang in there. Life's tough, but don't let the you know what's get to you, and hang in there and just make every day count. And remember, God loves you, and He loves us all, and He's there. Okay, so have a great weekend. Bye. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to another episode of Shoestring Acres with Austerity. Hello, boys and girls. Oh, boys and girls.